I'm the cool kid. Welcome to Naturwood. I'm Beauty M.
I saw it
The cool
before the
guy.
game, so like, deal with that.
I saw it last year in my dreams.
I was wearing hot gloves before Thanos, so like,
in it, I was shown the script.
what a poser.
I saw the script before
Honestly,
James
you
Gunn
could
got
get that.
canned.
I fucking sucked both the Russo brothers' dicks, and I know the script now.
Hey, welcome to the stream, everybody.
Welcome to Dark Matter.
Oh no!
Great area to start when you go for that joke.
We're in the
All
end game now.
We're in the end game. No, we're only at the beginning of this story. If you don't remember in the last episode, QR, amongst his group of friends, or newfound friends,
I made new friends.
finally stumbled upon the base in which they
Shadow
were trying to
Moses.
find. However, they were greeted by a welcoming party of sorts, and those welcoming party like to throw spears at them. They knocked 2 of the members out, and then were able to
I'm toxic. I'm slipping under.
incapacitate the others. They ended by bringing them inside, and then we cut to the large party of Claire, Enum, Avant, and Gray, who looked attempted to land their shuttle, however ran into a snafu as a bout of thunder snow seemed to have strike the engine of their shuttle as they crash landed. Though upon crash landing, found themselves in an area of no inclement weather at all, but still plenty of snow. Seemingly to Gray's discovery when he tried to mold Earth that it went very deep. Something that generally may give worry to some. However, the party attempted to put on different thermal gear and their nice, glorious, technologically advanced snowshoes
Yeah.
and set off, except for 2 members who decided to go without the snowshoes.
Boots are for the weak.
He
So,
says no.
it is you guys have begun your trek. Who is leading this trek towards the hut that you all have seen in the distance?
We put the bird first. Because the bird's a fucking unit.
Oink, oink.
Wait. Wait a minute. So are you putting the bird unit first?
Yeah, sure.
I see no problem with that. Might as well.
Leading into the sun, are you, Jade?
Yes. All forward.
Well, then you're going
We're
the wrong
northern
way. I'm
bound.
just kidding.
I was about to say, what on this planet, what direction does the sun set and rise in? That doesn't. I'm not really sure if it's the same thing as like a Terra or something like that.
It is.
That's very convenient. That's good. It's good to know. All right.
Yes. Wait until you get to one of the cross planets. You use both suns and they orbit in a cross pattern. That's why it gives its name. It's crazy shit.
Do they wear their shirts and pants backwards too?
No, they tend to actually not wear much of it at all, as they have 2 freaking suns, and they're not far from them.
So cold winter wasteland right now.
You are in that, yes. Unlike those of the cross planet, who were in a horrifying desert of fire.
Cross planet. Wish you were here.
Cross
Fire.
planet, you'll get caught up in the
Roll a
cross
survival
planet.
roll for me, Jade.
Okay, okay.
While we think about how lit the cross planet is.
Who is in the rear?
Cross planet.
Who's taking the rear of this walking party?
Enum can
All right. Also, make me a survival
sense.
roll.
survive.
Yeah.
Survival. There it is. Okay. Ooh, plus
22.
I have a 19 total.
Nice.
I got 22.
Okay. So you're able to seemingly go through the snow pretty well as Enum, you start to kind of notice that some of the snow seems to dive in, and you almost kind of start to key in on this feeling what some would almost say is like the pseudo tremor sense, as you recall the dip in snow that your companion Gray made earlier due to his penance for molding Earth, and start to conclude that there may be relations in those pits. So you kind of start to call to Avant to avoid those, as he's able to easily start noticing them and weaving you all around. Though because of his lack of snowshoes, you're pretty much all are traveling at about the same pace. So it still is a little slower than those with the boots would be going.
Interesting.
But you are able to you're within a few hundred feet or so after a good half hour of walking.
We are.
The hut itself seems to actually be relatively, seems to be pretty small. You don't really imagine it's maybe roughly, from what at least the perspective you're looking at now, about to be like just over 10 feet wide.
That is smaller than we thought. Probably.
I imagine we're going pretty slow because we're bogged
bit.
down by all the snow.
Yes, all of you are.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, all of you. All of you.
Say that a little more menacingly, why don't you?
Why not?
Well, no, you're not all wearing snowshoes. You and Edom decided not to wear them. So you notice that, like, every now and then, Claire and Gray are, like, catching up to you and then have to slow down.
I have to do this in real life too. It's always so awkward.
Yeah, this is the ultimate penance of being stuck behind the slow person in the hallway.
Dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh, story of my life.
Please hurry up. Please hurry up. Hurry up. Gray is just enjoying it. He's going jacketless, just enjoying the weather.
So as you get closer to the hut, why don't you all make me a perception check?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. All right. Ooh. That was one away from being a one.
Oh, speaking of ones.
Hey!
Hey!
Enum's gone forever.
We'll find out.
Yeah,
Did you also get a one?
Oh no.
Yes.
Shit.
Yay!
Hey, double one.
Both of you roll
I rolled
percentage
this-
dice.
I rolled a 0.
Oh, so
Dylan, what'd you roll?
I rolled the 2.
You rolled the 2 too? Oh my god.
Why? You rolled a
this is
100.
the whole point of our quest. We're on to save the one guy who rolled the 0 before.
So
Yeah, I guess,
Marshall,
Yeah, I guess who did that last time?
yeah, Marshall, just so you're aware, half the party rolled ones and the other half of the party rolled 2s.
Was that your total
It's
even
gonna be a good day.
as well? Were your
No,
totals too?
my total is 9, but I rolled a
Okay.
2.
Well, the total helps. Oh, what was yours, Jade?
My total?
No, your percentage.
Oh, I rolled a 24.
Okay.
Boom, boom. Jack Bauer.
Wait! This is so broken for you!
For
What?
me?
No, for Jade!
What do I do now?
Does he get the Migos rap flow now?
No, it's so
I get
good.
teleported to the sun.
Oh,
No,
Bard
that's
curses
stir
you.
fry.
You have to speak in rhyme for the day, or you take 5
Oh my
damage
God.
for infringement.
Ugh.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
what I do?
God, this is such a strong start.
So
Oh
good.
boy.
Oh man, I
Alright.
don't even know how to react.
So-
So pretty much, business
Well-
as usual then.
Yes, I
Did
mean,
somebody
feel
say
nothing.
triplet
So
flow?
far, you feel nothing. Edom vanishes.
Oh no!
Oh, great. That's just what I wanted.
I have a solution to this because it's also going to give me a lot of joy, so we'll get to it later.
Okay.
Oh,
So
Oh,
what's
no.
Bennett's second character gonna be?
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry.
Well,
A comedy of errors is our trope.
yeah.
Oh,
And immediately.
start.
Immediately.
I love everything. Everything's fine.
Here, you know what? We're already off the walls. I'm just, I feel like this is a great moment to post for our Nat One's Instagram story here.
Please do.
So, let's do. So, hello. Welcome.
Help!
We just started our great session here. They can't hear you guys. But this man right here,
I'm in a box.
And-
Help!
this one right here, both rolled Nat ones and starting this session
I
off
think I'm
with the
pointing.
bang. Make sure you check our page out. Check the live stream. We're live now. One of them has just disappeared. Let's go.
Influencers.
Wait. Let's turn that down. I don't need to hear myself. All right. So yes, you've disappeared, Edom.
Great.
After the party, you see him disappear.
Oh no.
Just
Yeah, so like I rolled a 5 on perception, but let's be real. That even with that low, I'm gonna tell it they disappeared, right? Like that is.
yeah. No,
pretty
both of you do see Edom disappear.
Oh no.
Hey, isn't this what happened with your other robot?
This is exactly what happened with our other robot.
You really ought to put a leash on your robots, if I'm being honest.
Hmm.
Maybe like a nice collar with like a bell. That might be real nice, you know? That way you can disappear.
Well, not without consent, but we need to find. Well, what happened? Well, how does the area look around him? It's like half step and then he's just gone.
Around him, I mean, yeah, it's like he's got his feet. He had his feet planted in the snow, and then it's just nothing. You know,
Is
the
that-
footprints, just empty footprints.
Avant, what do you think about this?
I think the cold may be making my brain numb. It's either that or we just lost Enum.
That was a struggle.
Look, shut up.
No,
At least it wasn't a slant rhyme.
Claire, Avant,
they
is
work.
there any way? Do we have some way to contact Dr. Cross, right?
Oh yeah.
Pull
you
up
can
my
try.
pager.
As you try to ping her the earpiece, there seems to be some interference.
Oh no.
Seems to be some interference.
Colonel.
Colonel. Enum gear.
Yeah.
So we had 9, 5. What was your total then? I guess, Jade.
Total on perception would have been 8.
Okay. So, all right. Kind of from what seems like from nowhere, this bird-like creature sprouts from the bottom of the snow.
That?
So, somebody seems to be doing a disappearing act.
What?
What?
So in front of you is
Claire's patiently waiting for a rhyme.
a green feathered.
Look, I'm working on
so
it.
like his face and the
Not
kind
from
of
you,
in
the
front of
new
him
bird.
is like green feathers, and then like the top, almost kind of like what you would look at as hair on a normal person, is all yellow.
Ah! I have my stun gun out and pointed at him.
As he goes, ah, One likes to point the weapon before he decides if one is friend or foe.
You just
Common
scared the
of the
living
city folk.
well, you scared the shit out of me. So
That's what
I
you
feel
have
like
to be
this-
aware in the mountains. You're distracted by people who disappear out of nowhere. I may be friendly, but there are those up here who are not. And he's still like he's actually doing this like arm wavy motion.
oh no.
It's like what, like a magician? Just
He's just kind of, I don't know, he's just kind of like, yeah.
And this guy just came from the snow.
Yeah, he just looked like it was a pile of snow, and then all of a sudden it's just like, Fwah! It's like a rag kind of went over
How
behind him.
long has he been there?
Is he still like
You asked?
half stuck in the snow or completely popped out?
I mean, he's like standing now, kind of like, I guess more like Avant is. I would say Enum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
Who are you?
My name is Vartelis Sabunpo, and I am a wonder of these mountains. I was
Bartalis.
removed from my kind, and I came up here, away from the trees, into the snow. And then the storms came, and I was trapped for a very long time. But the storms have gone, and I do not know why.
Huh. Bartalis, right?
Vartelis, yes.
Right. Okay.
And I see you come with those. And he says this phrase in this kind of almost... It's close if you've heard Avant talk in Aviara, but it's like almost a different like dialect. You've heard this before. This Avant as he's speaking in Aarakocra. Those who mirror your kind, but only in appearance.
That's with a very distinct eye. Why didn't he just?
Kill. You must die.
there could be only one.
Yeah, so none of you seem to know what he said.
well,
What did you just say?
No matter. We will get to that later. For now, you must come to safety. Watch for the pitfalls. You who do not wear the shoes of snow may fall to your death.
Is he wearing
Watch as he
snowshoes?
throws a rock, throws a rock that he had almost seemingly out of nowhere into one of those divots, and you see a small it's like a small like little tremor kind of poofs, just shifts a little bit as it just like fully caves in and just creates a massive hole. That could be you if you're not careful. You must keep a good eye and be quick-witted. It is amazing that you've made it this far.
Thank you, I guess.
thank you.
Who's that?
I speak whale.
No, deep would be a little more like. But he did not speak deep.
It is unfortunate.
As he'll kind of like jump up, kick his feet, and start just kind of hovering on the snow because he's got the snowshoes. Come
The
to
same
my hut.
type
You
of
will find
snowshoes?
safety there. As he'll just kind of start hoddling away up towards the hut.
Question for
I know it may sound absurd, but we should probably follow that bird.
Yes, Franny.
As I stare in disbelief at the new bird person.
At the new bird.
At the new bird person.
As
Not
Phoenix
just one,
person.
but another.
What are you saying? The boots he has on, are they the exact same models that we have?
It looks about like it, yeah.
And do we know that this is gear commonly distributed among people, or is this?
I mean, I guess if
The
anything,
tower
you could
exclusive.
roll a history
Pre-order
check
now.
if you want to know if you have any. I guess with you and your home planet, yeah, I mean, this is inherently not like the most absurd technology to have around. You've seen people with it. You've seen travelers come to your home planet when you were a kid with them. So no, that at least isn't for you personally. Then it's not too strange of a thing to have be more common.
Okay, so we do just have common snow boots.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, not all of you. One of you specifically doesn't.
I'm all alone.
Okay. So this is weird. Turn to face my two compatriots. Yes, same reaction, Claire. I understand where you're coming from. Don't know what happened to Enum, but I feel like we should continue forward, see if we can catch up to wherever he might end up. We need to contact Dr. Cross first about his disappearance.
Ooh, okay, computer, stop yelling at me.
Whoa.
Gone but never forgot. We'll continue on and search for our robot.
That is,
Allow me to propose this. I will go first. And Avant, stick between me and Claire, just in case.
okay. All right. And as you guys start to move forward, you transition as QR. You, Verabel and Barth have dragged in, I guess we'll say. You don't have to hide yourself. I've dragged in the guard you had stunned from earlier as you have made your way into the building. Suddenly, though, you kind of almost feel yourself like shake uncontrollably as all of a sudden, almost from outside of your back, pops out Enum.
Oh no.
Enum, you're
What's
standing
going
in this
on?
weird room, and suddenly you're oddly close to QR.
Why? No! 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 Why? Oh God! Oh. Enum just starts having a breakdown.
Hand in hand. No.
Oh.
Finally, all the books in the world and all the time to read them. Fair. It's not fair.
You're
Twilight
muted.
Zone reference for you.
Yeah, Dylan, you're muted.
Dylan, you're muted.
And he's deaf.
What? Oh,
Oh.
Nope.
there you are.
I hear nothing.
No. Yes.
Nope,
No.
still
Never
nothing.
mind.
I see the creative spark
Yeah.
that's going forward.
Yeah.
Maybe
He
cut
wants,
down
he wants
very
so
Wait,
bad.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, I was gonna say otherwise try changing your mic input devices and then try
QR
that.
and Enum are finally reunited.
Just as we wanted it.
So good.
The best
Test.
friends are together.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
I switched
Ooh.
to the webcam mic temporarily. Basically, right when Enum showed up, everybody roboted out for me, so all I heard were just like his mechanical screaming.
Oh.
That's
It's like,
that's
"Hey,
nice.
ah!"
Really? It's about accurate.
I was like, yeah, that's accurate.
Very fitting,
It
actually.
would sound like
Yeah.
robotic screaming, so.
It's like our first meeting all over again.
Memories.
So yes, QR Edom has spawned next to you as Verabel and Barth kind of are taken aback, kind of. What? Another robot just came out of you. This is Barth.
Enum, I must say, it's a pleasure to see you again.
You know him.
As a matter of fact, I do. This here is one of my companions. His name is Enum. And I hope you get to know him and become friends with him as I have.
Is this? He kind of turns to Verabel. You can still kind of hear it, but he's kind of like whispering, like, "Is this how you guys have kids?"
Enum's just like
No.
Enum's just like laying down with like his hand over his head. Please, not now. Just
On
not
your back.
now. Yeah, yeah.
No.
He's doing the squibber like future.
Future. Yeah,
You are.
that's exactly what's going on.
I'll pray to whatever God gets me out of here.
Okay,
Is
Enum
he
finally
okay?
stands up and is just like, "What?
He
I don't
kinda-
understand."
This a man with a kind of on fire head kind of walks up to you and it was just like, are you okay?
I've been better. I don't know. He just sighs. I was with some of my friends, walking through a snowy tundra, and
We're friends.
now I'm here, encountering my most hated enemy. I thought I was free of him, but now he has entered back into my life once more as the demon hellspawn that he is.
Fascinating. Why do you
Enum,
dislike it?
I had no idea that your greatest enemy was the snow. I'm being this late. We'll try to get you out of here as soon as possible.
God. Just like shaking his head.
Interesting.
What is going on? Where am I? Who are you people? Why? What is this?
Ah, yes.
My name is QR. You might remember that from before.
Shut up!
Everyone thought it was going to be me and Peyton who were the enemies. No one ever saw the power couple that was Bennett and Dylan.
Fascinating. By the way, my name is Barth.
Arth.
Well, my friends call me Barth, so you can call me that. But my full name, if you so
Come along,
desire, is
Barth.
Barthacan Luis. And this is my friend Verabel.
What is happening here?
You see the other kind of decently larger than you Vect carrying a unconscious man. So me and Verabel, we teleported here from a Rothian ship upon trying to escape their captivity. We found and we spawned here in some device, and then your friend QR came from that, and apparently then somehow you came from him, which is very strange. But yeah, so that is so that's why we are here. Mainly, we're just trying to find a way to communicate, as we have had no ability to be able to communicate with the outside.
Just like rubs his temples because he knows that that's what you should do in times like these. Says, well, I suppose I can help. I don't know. This is so, I'll help. I just want to get back to what I was doing, and I want to get away from QR.
By the way, speaking of QR, is he also part of your quest that you talked about?
Indeed, he is.
Excellent. Okay, so I do not have to have worry of dying from spilling too much information. Cool. All right. So,
Are you sure about that?
well, at least so far, between you two, I'm fine. It's when we meet new people that'll be concerned, but between you two, it's fine. I'm assuming, because you're on the same mission. So we can get you guys back to your, I guess if you want, seemingly, I guess your restrictor plate's off, so whether or not you want to go back to the tower is your own volition, but, you know, we'll go anyway. We'll get communication with anybody. I would actually prefer to
The sun
go to
blesses
the tower
you.
first anyway.
Thank you.
They're probably not going to be the most helpful to me. Seemingly, as apparently I know information they probably don't want me to know, and I'd rather not deal with that. So we're gonna talk to them last. Cool with me. All right, let's get going. Variable, tell me when that guy wakes up. As he just kind of trots off into the hallway.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure what Barth is referring to, but I do agree that we should keep moving.
I suppose.
Yes, it is best we move. Man may wake up in 2 hours. Lowest probability 1 hour.
Bebop boop.
Follow Barth.
Yes.
Come as he kind of pushes forward QR. We must go.
Okay, I follow along.
All right. Yeah, this so the building you guys are in is a very the lights are all on. You kind of assume from the guy that you came in or that I guess should say came out from the main entrance, and possibly his friends that were outside, likely inhabiting the area. So the place at the moment is actually pretty well lit, surprisingly, having faced such a torrential amount of weather conditions over the last about decade or so. Obviously, this is more just knowledge from your briefing rather than personal knowledge, at least for you, QR, especially. So you, and as you kind of walk around, you're able to see almost. Does seem like though there are parts in disarray. Panels will be stripped from the ceiling. You know, in areas there are exposed wires. Certain doors are jammed about halfway open. As you kind of just see Barth peering around at each of the doors as you kind of walk around. Well, on the plus side, we don't seem to see more of his friends.
Suppose that's good.
Yeah.
Can I listen for any footsteps or heartbeats nearby?
Yeah, if you just want to make a perception check.
Sure. It's gonna be 16.
All right. No. So at the moment, you do not seem to hear any like specific. Oh, there it is. Okay, just Dark Matter overlay. Got it. Sorry, I'm trying to replace one of the images that I have wrong, so I'm trying to fix it.
Hey man, you do you. We believe in you.
Okay, good. Because I accidentally put up the one that said Enum was still a ranger. That's why. It's wrong. So yes. You don't seem to hear anything. What was your total roll again? Sorry.
16.
All right. You do start to notice that in some of the rooms there does seem to be some kind of system arrays that are kind of flickering on and off. specifically one with the door that's kind of halfway open.
Everyone,
You notice
if
about
we approach that door there, then we should probably do so with great caution.
Yes, you notice there's some parts of it where there's some wires kind of hitting towards the middle of the floor.
Does it look like there's any kind of source point for the wires?
It looks like it's coming from inside the room. Turn this up here.
If there are no disagreements, I'm going to attempt to open the door to this room and go inside so that we can locate the origin of these wires.
If you don't mind, I should maybe open door.
Sad beep.
He is. I mean, to be fair, he is built for this. You might as well. Like he's built for the moving and the pushing.
Let him have his thing. Let him have his thing.
You know, it's all he's got.
You make a great case. Variable, why don't you show us what you got?
Okay, commencing door opening. As he tries to push the door there, as he tries to push the door, all of a sudden you kind of hear like a as he kind of that's at least better, starts to like you start to hear the door kind of push open, but then immediately it starts to just as it just kind of slams closed. He's able to kind of duck out of the way or get his hands out of the way, seemingly just in time, getting them snapped into place there. It did not like force.
Well, good thing I'm the master of unlocking.
Hey.
I don't know.
I was gonna say, what's your plan, Master of Unlocking?
Can I like investigate the door? See if there's anything I can do to like try to open it?
Yeah, sure.
It's a 19.
Oh, right. You notice that there is still a semi-backlit a pad reader by the door. Oftentimes, some doors will use, at least from your experience in the tower, will use some type of biorecognition.
Could I have it bio-recognize me?
Oh, you can make an attempt.
I'll try to like look at it and try to get it to open.
QR puts his hand on Enum's shoulder. You should be careful. If you are reckless and the door closes on you, you'll become a Vect Sand, and I don't want that to happen.
Ugh.
Door is already closed. Sandwiches shall not be consumed today.
I admire your optimism.
As you look into the thing, it starts to try to read at your eye, and you'll kind of see like, Vect detected. Require human assistant.
I need a human.
Well, I guess if we can open his eyes as he points to the dude on slumped over Variable's shoulder.
QR turns around and walks back outside.
All right.
I mean, I guess we can try to force the
Make a
dude's
dex
eyes
check.
open. Yeah.
No, QR.
Oh,
Make a dex
QR.
check.
To walk outside?
As you walk outside, make a
As I walk
dex
outside,
check.
okay.
Make it like a dex saving throw. Or no. Technically, it's acrobat.
Acrobatic? Okay. Okay. I understand.
Okay.
Okay. How does a 14 fare?
Good enough. As you're able to cut, as you quickly start to, as you just kind of quickly enough dive back into the room as the snow seems to fall off a good chunk of the. You kind of hear it, and then just back away as the snow falls off from the top of the doorway into the front, as it kind of fills the space of the atrium or the little cover there.
Snow?
A shame.
Hmm.
We'll have to find another substitute instead of those organs we had outside. Anyway, back to this.
Do I see the snow?
Yes, you're able to see the door from here still. And you
Enum
just kind of
just
see it
goes-
fall to in front of QR as Variable.
Enum's brows furrow. Yeah,
So what
that's
you'll
all
start
I
to
can
do,
say.
and what you'll hear behind you is just a very subtle, just as Variable just pushes the face of the guy.
Like a
to the
bird
panel.
hitting a window.
Hey, I take offense to that.
See how here? Biosignature recognized.
Hell yes.
Excellent. Excellent. He
Yes,
should be
let's
useful
go.
for the remainder of our time here.
It is always useful to have a human body lying around.
Especially those that apparently used to work here. I wonder
Boy, am I
if
glad I'm not
to
human
work with
around
the
these two.
weird tribal people. As you guys are able to enter the room, Claire, Gray, and Avant, you
Hey.
find yourself walking into this seemingly tiny hut to just a landing of stairs. Like, you open the hut door and it's just stairs that go down.
Okay. How's the lighting here?
The stairs themselves seem to be pretty dark, but you can kind of see light at the bottom.
I look at Claire and Avant. Can you guys see okay?
Well,
I'm
I
taking
mean,
that as a yes.
you can
All
see
right.
the light at the end of the stairs, but do either of you have dark vision? I believe, Avant, you do, right?
Gazing at the sun
I do have
so
dark
high,
vision, in fact.
I can see even in the dark with my eye.
What he said.
It's strange how more and more I'm getting to understand you. Okay.
Don't be scared, it's just a little bit of stairs.
Oh God, you're still here.
I'm downstairs.
All right. I'll go first because it'll be funny. And I start walking down.
Alright.
Right,
so-
I'm going to take point behind Dr. Grayson, and I'm going to have my weapon ready.
Right in the
Out,
back.
I'm checking corners. Anything moves, I'm shooting it.
Yeah, actually, is our backpacks like on? Do we have the armor on?
No, I don't believe that any of you have noted that you have put them on.
My weapon is
Okay,
my
well then
fist.
I'm activating mine.
Alright, as you see Avant activate his Gabos frame.
Oh, right. We can do that.
It's morphin' time.
She says that my arms start moving up. Like, wait a minute, what?
I just instinctually did this.
What's this urge to pose?
Why am I posing like this?
Where are these fireworks coming from?
Ha!
All of a sudden, all I'm hearing is grunting.
And just rock music.
Ha! 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 Yeah, I activate the gallows front.
All right, as you guys walk down,
I now have protection on.
as you guys get down, you'll see the Birdman kind of continuing to kind of scamper his way down the hallway.
Oh,
I
God.
have a
Is he-
secret access to things down here. Come, it shall be fun. He's kind of continuing to scamper off.
Oh no! Is he like hunched down, arms swinging, what? Like really, as he's like hobbling
Yeah, when he's
forward?
got like the high step, so he's doing like the full, just like.
Oh no!
Do you think he is homeward bound, or he just really enjoys living in the ground?
I don't know, but the way he's moving is not healthy.
He's like a fighting game character stuck in his neutral animation. It's pretty sad, really.
That's a very specific reference.
That
wow,
is
Claire.
a very specific reference.
that tells me a lot about you, and I'm.
I mean, keep moving. That's what I'm doing.
Claire, the FGC
Mortal
aficionado that
Kombat!
hides it.
I activate the MP3
Kano.
players in our Gabos
Sub-Zero. Johnny Cage.
You all right? You continue to walk down. There's
Avant-garde.
a number of doors as you
Grace.
as you pass by that seemingly is kind of ignored.
You'll get to see him, and you'll see the back of my couch, the back of my sofa.
It's the wave. But yes, you're passing by a number of doors that he seems to have just totally ignored.
But Elise, what about these doors?
He's kind of far away as he goes. He just kind of stops, turns around. Just kind of stops,
No, I was down. I was down.
turns around very slowly,
He does the Resident Evil turn.
a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know. As he kind of goes.
I agree. It'd be quite the chore to search every room door to door.
Damn.
As you kind of see him throw open a door to his right, and he just kind of, all of a sudden you just kind of see him trip and like dive into it and just goes ah.
Oh. That man is not healthy. I
As he
need to
just
help
kind
him.
of barrels through a door to your right,
What?
and he lands on Gray.
It's like Scooby Doo up in
Yeah,
here.
that's a what?
He lands on you. He just like
Oh,
he
no.
just barrels through the door. He's just like
Ah!
ha. He's just kind of like hovering, like kind of like, you know, it's kind of like he's on top, but then he's just like has his arm raised over you, kind of in like a push-up stance. It's just like wrong door.
Get off me, please.
Oh, I landed on you. No wonder my landing was so soft. Hope the beak didn't catch you anywhere. So he kind of gets up and starts moving again. It was the
I
left
stand
one,
there.
and he kind of goes through,
I get up.
falls again.
I
Ah!
must help him. I must help him. There's something wrong with him, and I need to help this creature.
The Hippocratic Oath and all that.
No, because I know I'm gonna win some sort of reward if I can fix that.
As he kind of opens the door behind you, as he goes, "Come on, get through the door,"
Say that
and then he
again.
closes it.
What are the odds that we'll all end up on the floor if we follow him through that particular door?
Very high. I have the staff
I left the
out.
door open. You're gonna let in a draft. As he closes
I'm-
it again.
For the first time, Gray is contemplating why he signed on for this, and if right arm is really worth doing all this,
Well, it's too late on that realm.
and he's gonna go through the door.
So you go walk down, go to the door on the left, or the one that he'd been trying to open. Which one?
The one that he's been trying to open.
All right, you try to. Well, the one that he had been opening and closing. As you go pull it, it just doesn't move, no matter which way you. As then behind you, directly across the hall. It's not that door. You got to go down to the one I came in from. Closes the door again.
Oh no. I go over to that door and open it, or attempt to.
Well, it's already open.
Oh, okay. I walk through it.
So you just walk through.
Yep.
I was gonna say, even with your dark vision, you just see black.
Oh.
Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. This is precisely why I was ordained. And I walked through.
All right, you walk through. You kind of trip almost. It's like kind of going over an edge. All right, see Avia,
He
Avant.
yells out but a rhyme.
Sound like the witch from Banjo and Kazooie. Claire and Gray, you've watched your bird friend fall into the room.
Ooku boku.
Banjo.
Claire has the weapons up and. Alright, after you, Grey's Anatomy.
Sorry,
I don't know where that's from, but they kept calling me that at school.
I'll cover you. It's fine. Don't worry.
Is that like a show or something? I tripped into it.
Ah!
Shove him.
What? What was that, Dylan?
Claire's gonna follow after him,
Alright.
but she's gonna mutter to herself, God, I wish I was in space right now. I wish I was in space right now.
Tumble in. Ah! I wish it was a spin. As the three of you fall into this room, but you kind of go boom, 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 right on top of each other.
So what you're saying is Avon feels nothing as I'm crushed between two people.
A little bit.
College.
That'll show later.
Do we take any damage from the fall, or?
No, just mild discomfort.
Nothing has changed then.
As you just kind of see him, pecking at parts of this door.
Where are we?
Amazing question. Peck, 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 peck.
I'm helping Alvon and Claire up to their feet.
You know what? What the heck? I think I'll help him peck. I go over there and whatever he's doing, I'm gonna copy him.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, the Birdmen now are just pecking at the door in random spots. This is your
It's starting to sound like Morse code. Just
QR, eat 'em. Roll a perception check.
By the way, as they're pecking, Gray has taken off his Gabos frame helmet and is just looking at Claire with the most miserable look.
Just that slow turn.
I rolled a 22.
13.
All right, the 22. So you in the far distance, you're hearing this like very quick, but like it seems to be coming from a far away. Like it's like ringing in the metal somewhere. This like deep like. No. It's the end game, boy.
Edam's just like, what is that sound? Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Dungeon Master, I gotta know. Does this sound we're hearing match the beats to any of the type of music I would normally listen to?
No. It's almost chaotic in every way.
I turn to Enum. It's curious, but the sound we're hearing right now doesn't match any of the time signatures I'm familiar with. Perhaps we should investigate.
But we just made it to this computer room. I would rather make sure we're all in here and safe. Well, it could just be all pipes. Let's wait on it for now, can we? I don't want to be alone. I don't want it just to be us two. Could get ambushed by, well, his friends.
That's fair. You guys did just deal with some. I guess you can stay in here for a little bit, though. If
this way, I
continue.
can work on the computer, not worry about getting some type of weapon in the back. As you guys are looking at this large computer, it's kind of flickering in different spots, so it seems to be kind of phasing in and out of its power. What do we put?
Kiora turns to Enum.
That?
I'm not entirely sure why he's so
A
concerned.
note.
After all, you and I would never attack him from the back. Right, Enum?
I still barely know who he is.
I would like to make this note as a DM just to players. So some of the things that are of kind of note. So like pure like just technological like knowledge or use is kind of enveloped by Arcana, because in this realm they kind of are one and the same in some ways. But like if you're like trying to like do things like use tools or you're actually just trying to kind of you're using less knowledge and just kind of trying to not screw up the tool work, and you're just kind of being told what to do, you can utilize sleight of hand for certain things. So it's dependent on what your application is, but some things are inherently possible, just as a note. But yes, so yeah, I would like to, I'm gonna get started here on the system. Do either of you know anything about computer systems?
Not that much more than the average person. I could try though.
Okay. QR?
In my experience, I've found that many computer programs come preloaded with a special pinball game that is made widely available to the public. It is very
I don't know what he's talking about.
I never know what he's talking about.
But I guess I'll take that as a potential no. Am I wrong? You good with computers?
Yes.
Well, I was talking about QR. That one I don't understand.
Just ignore him.
Also, if you play solitaire and win,
All right.
unrelated, I have a +0 in
Opening
our
some panels. He just kind of turned around and started opening the panels.
Yeah.
All right. So the pecking kind of continues here, as you guys are watching them peck at the wall.
Claire whispers to Grayson, She's gonna kind of like throw her home away from them two for a little bit. Okay, we need to decide right now which one of them are we going to kill first. We clearly can't continue the mission until at least one of them is dead and the other one stops copying the first one. We have to decide who do we take down.
Well, you'll see. You'll see Vartelis stop, put his hands on his hips, or kind of do that like fist to hips. Well, that was fun. He'll hit a button and the door will open.
It's him. It's gonna be him. It's gonna be him. There's no helping him. It's gonna be him.
Yep,
Were you
yep,
still
got
pecking,
it, got
by
it.
the way?
10-4.
What's that?
Were you still pecking at it, by the way? Like when he
Yes.
stopped?
Yes, I was.
So
I didn't know
the
he
door
stopped.
open, you'll kind of have that like, huh. Shit. Whoa. Went a little far there.
I agree. I did not think I could have that much fun being this far underground away from the sun.
He stays. We have to protect him.
Protect him at all costs. Got it.
Yes.
I pledge
Okay.
to protect.
Onward, as he starts to then hobble away.
All right. Following after.
All right.
Hesitantly following.
Helmet back on. Give Avant a little pat on the shoulder as I walk by him. Also, just a note for you, Marshall, Gray. In the time he was watching them pack, he was also taking notes down on the interaction of Eric Cockras and Aviras
Of course.
Eh.
and how they behave together.
Good. That's gonna come up 40 episodes from now. It's good you took that down.
So about halfway down, you'll kind of see him stop.
Hammer time.
Changing this to deadly. As you guys somebody is near. You all
Hold on
can
one second.
let's see what's actually as I'm just going to do this actually.
No need to worry, even less to fear.
your-
All shall run as long as I am here.
Well, let's check on that. Let's see here.
Turn on the All Might for a sec.
I am here.
Hi.
mate.
Okay, it's not gonna make it past that. As you'll kind of look up Avant, as you'll kind of see the a figure from the ceiling fall kind of to you guys. Y'all can roll initiative.
Oh shit.
Oh
As
my
he
god.
will just
We
make
in
this
it now.
attack with normal, but it'll still hit you, nonetheless. It doesn't crit, but it's damn close. Great.
Hits me.
Yes.
Yes, he will hit you, Avant.
For how much?
Give me a second.
Okay.
So, Gray, what was your roll?
20. Dirty 20.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Dirty 20.
So you're not part of this. I'll use his though as your. Alright, cool. Cute. Alright, that is also a dirty 20. Dang. What's your dexterity? Oh wait, I can see that right away. I do not need to ask you.
It is a.
Thanks to the power of
14.
D&D Beyond.
Actually, it's because of the overlay.
Yeah,
It's actually
thanks to
because
the
of the
power of
overlay.
OxyClean.
I have all because I have
The
all your stats on my
power
stream
of
overlay. I can see. I could just look and see what your stat is.
Yeah.
Please,
what
Eric,
is your,
conquest right
your
away.
initiative?
It's +2.
Your
So,
feathers
I
will
got
shine.
14 dexterity points.
Avant, what's your initiative?
I have 21 total.
21. All right. Let's do that. Claire. Oops.
9.
Good. I'm glad because I accidentally gave you 0, but you were gonna go last anyway. All right. So they are going to. Let me just do. All right. So this one is going to hit you for.
No damage.
That's going to hit you with 5 piercing damage,
Meh.
and then that'll be that. And then he's gonna attempt. It's gonna attempt to bite you. As you kind of see it, it seems to be this it seems to be kind of this darker skinned but with long black haired humanoid in a very light frame set. As this will just hit as well. This is a little worse to get hit by. As that will be 7 points of piercing damage.
Oh no.
And 6 points of poison damage.
Oh no.
Well, I'm down.
Oh no.
Jesus.
Well, on the plus side then, it's your turn. Make a death save.
Uh, 13.
Alright, you have 1 save.
Yay.
Alright. You go, ah! One of you rapscallions. You will not take them. As he will kind of lean down and heal you, Avant. Give me a second. Give
For
me
a second.
1 solid second here. There.
I thought you were about to say 1 solid hit point.
That would not be fun. All right. As he will, I'm trying to just see what it. Okay, yeah. He will heal you for 8 points. And is this a bonus action? Nice. As he'll kind of out of his arm will come out a pole. As he'll kind of ready it in front of
A
the
pole
creature.
arm, if you will.
It's about a quarter staff. It will be now its actual turn. That's what I got. The surprise round. Why am I in your? Why am
I missed my rogue. That would never have happened.
To be fair, this thing just rolled really well,
You know, so your rogue's level 15.
so it's gonna try to attack
Look,
him.
all right, it still wouldn't have happened.
Yep, and the rolling really well continues. Is going to attack Vartelis. This is going to be right with the scimitar. It's carrying. Ouch! That's for a lot of damage, though.
That's a lot of damage.
That is a lot of damage.
saw
Don't
this
worry though. It
button.
followed it up with a nat 1.
Yeah!
Yeah.
That's exactly what you needed. It rolled an
I
8.
saw this dice in half!
As it kind of tries to swipe at him, it misses, and almost kind of, its foot kind of seems to fly forward and hit something really hard on, like hits his leg, but it's not like hard. It like you hear like a chunk as you just kind of that will be its turn. Gray,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Oh shit. It is.
Yeah.
Stop.
Okay.
Gray, thrown off by the sound noises.
Mm.
He's gonna look at Avant, and okay, he's gonna say, "All right, not now, friend," and he's gonna cast Healing Word on
Nice.
Avant just to add a little bit more. Avant gets a nice, tasteful little 8 more hit points.
All right.
And then he is going to wild shape. How big is this room, by the way?
The hallway you're in seems to be about 15 feet wide.
How high is the ceiling?
Pretty high. It was dark. It was pretty dark up on the top of the ceiling it came from.
Okay,
So it seems to be pretty high up.
it's just one thing.
Yeah, just this one creature you see.
All right. Well, if that's the case, Gray is gonna, with his staff, slam it down and turn into a giant wolf spider.
Okay.
All right. So you guys see a large spider next to you from Gray.
And then I move next to him
All right. Doesn't take you
and
far.
and hiss menacingly.
Kind of smiles at you.
What's this thing look like again?
It's seemingly a dark-skinned. Hard to tell any specific potential traits to give away any type of gender, but they seem they have kind of dark skin, humanoid shaped with long dark hair. As you get closer, they have kind of gold piercing eyes.
Okay, good to know. And that's my turn.
In a way, think of almost like a thin Hun from Mulan. All right,
You have to
Claire.
let all of China know.
You missed. How could you miss? He was right in front of you.
Claire, no hesitation, is going to ready her longbow attack that she can do with the Gabos frame and fire directly at the target.
All right, make your roll.
Ooh, I like that. 24, does that hit?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fight.
Hang on. Gotta get my good die out. Okay. It's gonna be.
You know you've been playing D&D alive. You have a good time.
Yeah, it's all right. 7 points of damage.
All right.
Level 2. Level 2.
It seems to hit it, but it's definitely not taking it back too far yet.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to run around to get to kind of the side of it, like whatever the opposite side, the giant wolf spider is on of this thing right now. Claire wants to kind of try and flank it.
All right, so yeah, you can kind of move yourself around to the other side.
On the turn there.
All right, Avant. You're
Yes.
down. You're laying down, but you are up and conscious and of relatively better health.
Yes, much better. Okay. So I can get up, and how far away from me is he?
He's like right next to you.
Oh, perfect. Well then, I'm going to spring up similar to a manner, and I did from the bed, just like vampire up.
All right.
You remember? You all remember.
Yes.
Don't have to duck this time, but yeah. So I get up all vampire-like. I look him straight in the eyes, and I go, "You just hurt an emissary of the sun. Mace out. Count your prayers. Your days are done." I channel divinity.
Oh,
Oh.
yes.
Ooh.
Mark of Judgment.
Ooh.
Oof.
Damn.
So, not that it matters much, but he can no longer hide. He has a uncanny light.
That may be
And let's
more than
see.
you think.
And then I'm just, that was a bonus action, right? Channel Divinity's, but yes. So then I'm just gonna mace him in the face.
All right. All right. Yep.
Okay.
So go
and,
for it.
that is an 18 to hit.
That will hit.
Yeah. So let's see, that is
Ooh, so you get that one extra d6.
plus 9 total.
All right.
4 of which is radiant damage, if that matters.
You know, it seems to hit him either way.
Bennett, no.
Anything else?
Bennett, no.
Fucking dead.
Anything else? Uh-huh.
I would just look at him menacingly, eyes glowing
He's just
with the power
standing
of the
there,
sun.
menacingly. As you'll kind of see him, as you'll kind of then see Vartelis kind of pound the staff. It'll have a greener glow. As he'll swipe at go to whack at the person. He'll whiff really hard.
Now watch me whiff.
This is unrelated, but someone just messaged me the worst Toho game name I've ever seen.
What's
I thought I had seen them
What's that?
all.
What's the name?
Toho, unperceiving of natural law, chase the enigma of the gargantuan Guignol.
I fucking love it.
I
Yes.
can't do it. I'm sorry.
I love it.
As he will, you will see him shift all of a sudden, similarly to Gray, into this, large for a snake.
Ah, fuck.
It's a medium creature still, but it's large for a snake.
I say off fucking spider.
As he will then bite at the one good chomp at the Birdman that just tried to hit him but whiffed. He'll hit.
Oh.
And probably will. Oh, wait, wrong one. That was not going to be the right dice, but that will knock him down anyway, as he is. From the bite is knocked unconscious. This shouldn't, I would say it's impossible for that to kill him. All right, yes, as he is knocked unconscious. And then that will make it the end of his turn.
And that's Bartolese, right? Who you got knocked unconscious?
Oh, so here, wait, sorry. Yes, that was Vartelis.
Okay,
I should say, so I guess actually he didn't fully change into a snake. Just kind of his head did, so he looks more like this.
Oh, that fucker.
Yeah.
Oh god. We're in a conspiracy theory.
Or as I like to call, a game theory.
Thanks for watching. But yes, Queen Elizabeth is a lizard person, and now we're fighting one. So,
I knew it.
Uh,
I'll be right back. I'm going to run to the restroom.
Alright. Gray, it is your turn.
it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bite into him with all the gusto and maverickism that a spider can have. Really hoping 18 hits.
Does.
Sweet. He needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Because that's
All
only
right.
two piercing damage.
Okay.
And what do you roll?
Not well. See, save. Trying to see what it. The layout of this isn't always perfect, so I'm just trying to double check. Okay, that is up there. So, yeah, that's just a solid 4 or 6.
6.
Yeah.
All right, he fails and takes 3 poison damage.
He takes none of that, as the poison seems to almost kind of brush into him.
I made a mistake. All right, and
What
then
was the
bonus
slashing
action.
damage though?
2, because I rolled pretty low.
Okay, it's fine.
I should have taken the average.
You
And
have to
bonus bonus action. Spider Me is gonna crawl over, or not even this bonus action. I'm just gonna crawl over Bartoli's body protectively.
All right. Claire.
I'm taking another shot with the longbow, trying to aim for the head.
So you are up next to him now, though,
Oh, okay.
right? Because you moved up next to him.
Yeah, I tried
Is that
to.
what you wanted?
I had wanted to move around to basically the opposite side of
Yeah,
wherever
But, like,
Gray
did you
was.
wanna be were you going right behind him, or were you just going near him?
Just on the opposite side so I could flank.
All right. Well, I guess here, Franny, roll another
Yo.
d20 to see if you would have crit.
No.
'Kay.
That was a 5.
That's fine. All right. So, if you're gonna shoot from your position you're in at the moment, then you will make this attack a disadvantage. If you're using your bow.
But I am in range to do a short range attack.
Yeah, if you're going in for a flank, then it just kind of means that you're going into the 5-foot range of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. There we go.
So yes, you're in range of a melee, but if you try to attack with your longbow, then you're incurring disadvantage.
Gotcha. Alright, Claire is going to switch tactics. She's going to bring the arm down. Bring it back up with the great axe, or not the great axe, sorry, the hand axe attachment, and aim to slice off the. Does the enemy have a weapon in their hands right now? Is that what's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a scimitar in their hand.
Okay. She's gonna swing to try to dismember the arm that is currently holding the scimitar.
Ooh.
All right, try for it.
Okay. This is gonna be a short hand weapon. This is the hand axe. 16.
I mean, you'll hit him. You won't. It won't dismember him, but you'll hit him.
Okay.
So you can roll for damage still.
Sure. That one's gonna be a D6. 7 points of damage.
All right. Sorry, give me a moment here. Messed something up. No. This is making it very hard on me. Alright, give me a second. Sorry. This got all messed up. I gotta replace this thing because for some reason it glitched out and didn't put the correct one here.
Uh-oh.
So now just a little off. All right. Then I remember what the order was, so I'll just keep this up. Alright, so he was at...
We're
so
gonna.
now I have to re-put
we're
his health in the
gonna
right
die.
spot.
We're
Okay,
gonna die.
there we go. Now I've reset that, so we're good. Alright. So how much damage did he take? From your attack, Claire? Claire?
7 damage.
Cool. Alright. Alright, he's starting to show more signs of wear here.
Better.
As,
Or I'm gonna be mad about it.
Mhm.
Avant, it is your turn.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. I had a thing for this one. Was it? There we go. Okay. Is he still close by to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
He hasn't,
cool.
they haven't moved.
So I want to just reach out my hand, grab his arm, and cast Inflict Wounds.
Ooh.
Alright, roll for an attack.
Ooh.
Okay.
Or a spell attack.
And that is 23 total.
Alright, that will hit.
Awesome. So I'm gonna do that, yelling at him. Those who turn and hide the sight deserve the pain of this plight.
Ooh.
And that does 7. It's just 10. 18 necrotic.
Alright. Yep, it seems to definitely do a number on him there. As I'll kind of hiss, seemingly he's kind of saying something, but the language he's using is this almost kind of snake-like way of speaking. Anything else, Avant?
No, that's all I got.
Alright. He
Well,
needs
yeah,
to make
no, I
a
won't
death
do that now.
save. He will save 1. Alright. That's 1 success. Then it's his turn. So he'll kind of turn to you, Claire. And I believe he is going to hit with a 1d1, I think? Yes.
Yes.
Alright, this is technically different than the one I had, but I remember the rules that one had, so I will leave it that way. Damage is the same, so it's fine. Alright. So that will be a good old cool 7 piercing damage.
Ooh.
And then you will also take ow.
Oof.
Oh no.
Oh, ow. You take 11 points of poisoning damage.
Oh no.
Jeez.
Almost total max damage.
Oh no.
This girl is poison.
Yes, you have been inflicted with poison damage.
Somebody heal me.
Is Claire down? Or?
Great. Is Claire still up though? Ooh, not. She's close. She's close to down. Gray.
Yes, that's me.
Your turn.
I don't want it to be. Uh,
Hey guys,
shit.
remember when you were talking about how you were level 2?
Yeah.
That's right, you're level 2.
Level 2. Level 2.
I mean, he's looking a little rough now that after the just gripping attack that Avant gave him.
Okay. Well, that's good at the very least. I'm glad we could do that. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna use a bonus action to get out of wild shape,
All right, it reverts back to full gray form.
and then I'm gonna shimmy within 5 feet of him, next to Claire,
All right,
and cast Cure Wounds.
all right. Roll it.
Yep. And I say, "Here you go. Don't go follow me yet." Fuck. That's 6.
More than 2.
I rolled a 1.
Ouch. Is that 20 wisdom getting you now?
Yeah.
All right, Claire, you've gained some HP. It is now your turn. What do you do with it?
I hop back to my feet. I give Grayson a curt nod, and am I still close to this thing?
Yeah, it hasn't moved. Neither of you.
All right, I'm going for the head this time.
All right.
She's taking her hand axe and she's just gonna do a mighty swing at it, baseball style. She's going for that home run.
All right, roll for it.
That's more like it. Yeah. How about 23? How does that work for you?
Yeah, that'll do good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah. How about 9 points of damage?
So how do you want to do this?
Hey.
So it's as if she's practiced this a million times in like combat training, where she gives the nod to Grayson and just rotates, brings the axe up, and swings, and it's like a surgical cut, just precisely starting at the base of the neck, swinging upward and decapitating it completely. In just one swoop.
The snakiness will decapitate, and his head will not revert back, as the head seems to land on the floor.
Okay. Immediately, I'm gonna go over to Bartolese, look at him, look over at the others. I'm gonna help him, and then cast Cure Wounds on him.
All right, how much?
He gets 7 back as I rolled a 2.
Woo. More than what he had. All right, hi.
Welcome back there, buddy.
The Snake Man. It's a tough one.
Yeah, he was.
Don't worry. He kind of gets up. I got a safe place we can rest for a while. As he just goes back in the room you guys came from.
Right.
No, it's not more. Oh, minute. Okay, it's probably done by now then.
You guys follow him in?
Sure.
I'm gonna be glowing for as long as possible. Whole minute of nothing but glow.
All right. You guys get in. Glowing friend of following. As you the last of you enter. Just potentially could fuck it up. Wow, he really fucked it up.
Oh no.
Wow, he really messed it up. Really messed it up.
What happened?
Okay, well this affects him nothing.
What, It's gonna affect us, right?
Yeah, so he seems, as you kind of enter in, you just kind of see him like roundhouse kick the door closed, or like the button, and he actually hits it, but too hard.
Oh,
And you just kind of hear it go, as it just shunk, 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 shunk.
uh,
I may have made a mistake. No matter. I know the solution. We shall rest for now. We are secure.
I think we're a bit too secure.
I have the solution. But first I rest. As he kind of just like gets down into a resting position and just kind of...
I could do it. I could do it right now.
I know you
I
can.
could do it right now.
As QR and Enum, you're watching your new flamey-haired friend kind of finagling his way through the inner workings of this machine. Is kind of similarly, since you're kind of already been starting to hear things, Enum, you're kind of picking up a couple of
I had my mic muted that whole time.
oh
Surprise!
You're able to kind of hear some sounds of, you kind of hear some like grunts, kind of a yell or two in the far distance. It's really quiet and it's very hard to make out, but since you kind of were already kind of listening, so it kind of is catching to your ears a little better than some of the others who don't seem to have taken notice.
I say, okay, screw waiting around. I'm going to go see what this is. I'm gonna go investigate.
But if I'm so close, fine, we can't. I don't want you to go alone. Fine, we'll come back here.
I hate it when that happens, when you're so close, but then they have to go away.
It feels bad.
So he'll follow you out, Enum, and so will his large Vect friend. At least we can just try to keep track. And who knows? At least maybe our new I guess he's a hostage now. Will help guide us back if we get lost.
Let's go. Enough waiting around.
All right. Well, you're the one who's hearing these things, so you lead on.
Don't tell me what to say or do.
This is all just Enum's worst nightmare, man.
I know. Well, do you have an idea where you're going?
No. Towards the sound of the sounds. That's about all I have.
Okay. Well, no, I hear what you're picking up on now. Somebody seems to be having a scuffle. I wonder if
I
it's
hear what
his
you're putting
friends maybe creating a coup. Maybe they're lacking resources and they're fighting for survival. Could be interesting.
I have complete faith in Enum's abilities and judgment. If he says we should invest, then that's what we should do.
So, angry Vect Man. As you cross into another corridor, make me a perception check.
22.
Damn.
No, damn. Damn, son.
So kind of quickly, you'll kind of notice before entering through one of the open corridors is you kind of see a man pick up from behind a table and kind of holding a gun kind of towards the doorway.
I try to investigate quietly because I still don't know what's going on.
So as you're kind of walking towards the door, you kind of are quickly noticing that as you're walking into this corridor, the man is like pointing at your corridor, like behind a table with like a gun, kind of facing your direction.
Okay, I duck behind like the corner,
Okay.
and
Yes,
like
just like the doorway. Do you just kind of do it? Do you say anything?
no, not yet.
Okay.
I like whisper to people following me, and just like someone's pointing a gun at us.
All right. Make. This is where like calling it a reflex check would make the most sense.
Yeah.
Because I literally just want you guys to roll in terms of based on reflex, so we'll still make it a dex save, but the idea is more on an idea of reflex. So QR.
God!
No, Enum, you're
Oh,
good.
no!
Enum, you're good. Enum, you're safe from that one. You're good. You do
Oh,
not
man.
have to make this roll.
I
QR
rolled
does.
in that one.
Okay, QR and Varabel and
Big.
Barth do. So
Big nat one.
yeah, so you're safe. You were
Yeah.
because you preemptively saw this from your perception check and kind of
Yeah.
thought ahead. It's just whether or not the others are going to either hear / react to you and then them fast enough. All right, so what was your roll, QR?
10.
Awesome. So it's just a little too slow. As ooh, that's cocked. Oh, will this hit you? It may no. Just QR. What's your AC?
My AC is 13.
Oh wow, this just barely misses you. So
Huh.
you kind of are late to react, and then very suddenly you just kind of see a bit of like a blaster bolt kind of come like towards you as you kind of quickly just like out of just instinct, just like ah. It just kind of seems to whiff over your shoulder.
My body was ready.
Sure. Hey. Who goes there? I don't recognize any of you. What are you doing over there? Huh? Who you got on your shoulder? I saw you. I saw you carrying a guy. What are you doing? Huh? Coming in here to tear stuff? Is that it? I'll gun you down. I'm not afraid. That was a warning shot. As old. He'll whiff another shot at you, QR. This one just goes way high. You don't even move. Just goes like way above your head.
I have
was
explained
another
this
warning
earlier
shot.
today, but it is important that you learn to aim and focus when you are attempting to shoot a target.
I don't have to tell anyone what to do. I'll get my boys. They'll make you regret. Don't tell me what to do. I know what I'm doing. There's 2 warning shots. Watch yourself.
It's like Johnny Depp up in here.
You know? As always, I trust your judgment in what we should do next.
Well, I am against random murder, unless it's you, QR. So, if you want to just walk down and get shot, I'm more than okay with that. But, you know, if you want to avoid getting shot, you could just still walk down the hallway and try to...
The fact that you're willing to make exceptions for me is quite flattering, and I appreciate it. I'm going to walk down the hallway and attempt to negotiate with this strange fellow.
Please
Alright.
do.
You start walking.
I confidently stride forward.
Hey, what are you doing?
Currently, I am using both my legs to move towards you at a comfortable pace. Allow me to introduce myself properly. I am Q R W D O L Y H Mark. You may call me QR.
That was a lot of letters. That seems a little suspicious. Where you coming from? Huh? Who's on that guy's shoulder? I saw him. He may be around the corner now, but I saw him. What's he doing? Where'd he come from? Where'd
I
you come
am waiting for you to introduce yourself.
from? Smitty. The boys call me Smitty. Now what are you doing here?
It is a pleasure to meet you, Smitty. I reach out my hand for the handshake.
So did you not stop walking at any point?
Oh, I keep walking forward.
Okay.
But now that I have the hand outstretched in a friendly, open palm gesture like they teach you at Disneyland.
Hi, QR.
Goodbye.
I guess. No, I'm only shaking your hand because you're not coming to shoot me, and definitely not that I don't know where my backup is. She kind of shakes your hand really slowly.
I shake the hand and then release, and with that same arm, I'm going to move for his neck.
Oh,
Oh.
All right, make a strength, or make like an attack roll with your strength.
18.
Oh boy.
Jesus Christ.
Let's see, what's that? So what is? Hold on, I have to. All right, you'll kind of grab him.
So yeah, I grab him around the foot. It's not tight enough to suffocate him totally. It's just to keep him in place. And QR says to him, you know, it really upsets me that you felt the need to threaten myself and my friends. The people that are behind me are good people. They're trustworthy, and we mean no harm against you. Just remember, if you intend to do harm against us, we have to retaliate as a means of survival.
Interesting.
I like
Uh,
peek
I-
back around the corner and see what's going on.
I probably should warn you about when you walked up to me. You may have tripped the alarm system I created. Ow. I can't guarantee that I did this on purpose. But they may attack you in like 2 seconds. As you'll kind of see like two little... They almost just kind of look like guns with legs drop from the ceiling. As they'll kind of just ching, boop, and point at you.
Oh no.
Is there any way that you could call them off, or elsewise result in a ceasefire?
I wish I could. but I broke the remote. I've actually been standing behind this desk for like 3 hours.
That's a
Because
pretty
I
long
can't
time
move.
to stand behind a desk.
If I move, I would trip it, and they'd attack me.
This guy's just not having a great day.
I suppose it's very important then that you not move at all. Otherwise, they would attack you directly, as you have said.
You may want to move, though.
You're right. I should let go of you, and I should probably do it in a way that ensures that you do not move as well, thus activating the turrets towards your direction.
I'll be fine if you just let me go.
But I have to be honest. I don't know if statistically I can 100% guarantee that that is what is going to happen.
Okay. Enum like poke around the corner and just be like, QR, what are you doing? What have you done?
What have you done?
How could you do this to me?
How could you do this to me?
So
Are you absolutely certain that there's no way we can disable the turrets safely?
If you can fix the remote over by the door. Make me a luck roll.
What type of roll?
Luck roll. Just roll
Luck.
a D20.
Sure thing.
Don't call me Cheryl.
That's alright. It's a 15.
Alright. It's over by the door. It's broken, you'll have to fix it.
Is it by the door Enum and the rest of them are near? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn around, you see a little remote, like, kind of grip thing.
Enum,
As
If
you'll
you can
kinda-
hear
as you'll
my
kinda
voice.
start to hear the turrets kind of pick up and go, and like kind of start to like prime. As you'll kind of hear.
Oh no.
Enum, if you can hear my voice, there is a remote near you that, when deactivated, will also deactivate these turrets. I need you to do what you do best and be my best friend and deactivate them using that remote. Can I trust you?
Ian's already gone.
No, QR. You are a very manipulative person. I don't appreciate your psychological and emotional manipulation experiencing within our relationship. But then I go to the remote. and
So
do it.
Bonfell, during your speech, kind of snuck by and just started grabbing it and just.
Okay.
Oh god. Breathe, man, breathe. Oh god, he's dying.
So I have good news and bad news.
Oh no, he has his AirPods in.
The good news is I fixed the remote. The bad news is they require a safety lock. It's asking for poison, which is the weird part.
Poison?
Will not disengage unless poison biometric is added. Yeah, the boss says to disengage any safety locks once they're primed.
Do we have any poison anything? I don't. QR, do you have any poison?
Mora, do you have any tape? No.
As the two
Not in this time.
as the
Drax.
two guns kind of start to aim start to. You kind of see the lasers like start to point at both QR and Smitty, as one of them will just kind of nail Smitty right in the head.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The other one will miss you, QR, as you seemingly kind of almost instinctually kind of duck. And that is where we will end the session.
Oh my
Damn.
god.
Ooh.
we shit. Oh man, I can't wait to see everybody die.
What shall happen next
I
time?
already died, man.
What
It's
will
not
happen
cool.
with the group now locked in the basement? What shall happen with the group now facing two turrets of death? Find out next week. So
You know, the easy way for us to group up is everyone just roll zeros.
no, it's 100. You have to roll a 1, and then you will have to roll a 100. All right, see
Yeah,
you
for the
then.
most part, we rolled once pretty well, so I think we got that part covered.
At least today.